Hey, let's jump into something. Remember the last video? It could have been 2 videos ago. I said that I was looking for a TIG welder. Well, I knew what I wanted and I went ahead and ordered one. I couldn't find one locally, so I'm going to flip you around. I'm going to walk you through this. I have never TIG welded a day in my life. So this should be adventurous. I know nothing. Well, I'm YouTube certified TIG welder, meaning I've watched like 20 hours of like the fabrication series, weld.com, all those guys, the guys with big platforms that are good and want to teach you and whatnot. That Justin guy, the fabrication series or fabricator series, awesome. So anyway, I'm gonna flip you guys around. I'm gonna walk through this. I'm gonna set you guys up. I'm gonna give it the old razzle dazzle, or I'm going to completely embarrass myself. Either way, I want you guys to know that I've never done this. I'm not a welder. My MIG welding is subpar, sometimes good, to be best. So, you've noticed a lot of things if you've been paying attention to this channel. I've done everything that I've never done on this channel. I've never bagged a truck. I've never done well, I didn't do the interior, but do that and rewire it and the engine and transmission. I've never done the front end on a Model A and do all the 4-link and all that stuff. This is all stuff that I've never done, guys. The next truck, I've never done that. I've never TIG welded. So, a vote of confidence, guys. Like, you're never going to get anywhere. You keep making excuses, man. Let's just sit down and do this. So, I'm going to flip you guys around and show you the new TIG welder, okay? So this is an AHP Alpha Tig 203XI. This is a 2024 model, okay? I bought a cart separate. They're close enough to match. Picked the gas up today. I went ahead and got some filler rod. I got aluminum and some stuff to do mild steel. So today is a cold, windy, rainy, kind of snowy day. So I'm going to be in here doing this. I've got my gas set up. Let me walk you through a few things on this. I'm not into unboxing and all that shit. We're not going to even get into that. So this has presets on here, okay? This is what I'm working with. On these presets, I can set the metal that I have, the tungsten that I have, and if I want to use the finger trigger, the foot pedal, that sort of thing, okay? AC and DC, so I can do aluminum and steel. And it also has it's what do they call it? Multi-purpose, so I can do rods too if I wanted, stick welding, which I'm not really into. Don't know much about it, but I will get stick welding in the world. So I called them. I was looking on Amazon. I called them and said, "Hey, I'm looking on Amazon, but here's my problem. If I buy this, I don't want to tie up X amount of dollars for 2 or 3 weeks. Is this coming from China? Is this in, and she's like, no, you called California. What model are you looking at? She's like, oh yeah, cool. So we do have that one in stock. We only have 3 of them left and they go pretty quick. So if you're going to do it, you're going to want to do it quick because we won't have the next round for a couple weeks. I'm like, okay, cool. And she said, so is that the model you want? I was like, yeah. And she said, hey, we have a deal going on right now too, where you get a free consumable kit and a cover for it. So I've got this vinyl cover that slips over it and everything. And it was very comparable to what was on Amazon. However, I'm going through the manufacturer where I know warranty-wise, I can just go to them instead of trying to get back a hold of whoever and do this and do that. They sold it to me. They have all my information at the factory or their distribution center, however it works out. So I thought that was kind of cool, okay? And I like doing it that way. Whenever we did Whiskey Den, I was giving you tips. Call whoever you're going to be dealing with and talk to them. They're a lot more likely to give you a better deal. And I did. So I got a free consumables kit. I went ahead and brought extra tungsten, a few other things. And this is all on their recommendations. I've never done this before. I know what I know off YouTube. So I am no professional. I'm YouTube certified, which is like a Craigslist rebuild. Like, you're just scratching the surface. So, I don't want to keep you guys. Let me find something to set y'all up on, and we're going to jump into this. So give me just a second. Let me get this camera situated. So on this, guys, I've got some metal scraps that I have. I went ahead and ran it on a belt sander and cleaned it up. So I've got a piece of 1/4 inch plate. I did go ahead and right here. So what I'm going to try to do is keep some nice steady lines, okay? You know what I'm talking about? Try to keep that going, and then I'm probably going to try to stick 2 pieces together, just tackle them. I'll probably run some filler wire, filler rod. I just want to kind of check it out. So, let me get you guys in a little better position frame-wise. Dixie's in here with me. She's being a butthole. Give me just a second here. There you go. So this is at 180 amps, which seems high. I don't necessarily know. I know if I was trying to weld some 1/4 inch steel, I'd be at about 210. So maybe it's not. So I've got the foot pedal. Oh, they also sent an accessory trigger deal that I can put on here and use my hand. Now, I'm gonna try it with the foot pedal first. And this is a flex head torch. Like, this is one of their new ones. So I can move this all around. And it's not the kind that just bends. This is like literally a swivel. This is a game changer. So you can put this in any position. I mean, you can get up under stuff. And I found out what I think is comfortable. I was kind of messing with it. And it seems to be pretty comfy. You don't want the weight pulling down on your hand, of course. And all this is still, it's cold, so none of this has had a chance to warm up and kind of get its own shape. So I'm going to see if I can, let me try it this way. There we go. So I'm going to see if I can get this close enough and make a few lines. How about that? And then I'll show you guys the progress. This might be pretty boring for some, but I've never TIG welded. This is a fun start, guys. This is where it all ends. This is where it all starts. So, don't judge me. Here we go. Post flow. Hey, not shabby. So it's gouging in pretty good. I can see what it's doing. Give me just a minute and I'm going to show you guys. Woo! That thing generates some electricity. Generates some heat, I should say. When it's sputtering like that, my tungsten is touching. So man, that thing generates some heat. Like, my glove is hot. Wow, that's incredible. Still got a pretty nice little tungsten point. Give me just a second, guys. I'm gonna show you what I've got, and this isn't awesome. Okay? Let me try holding my hand back a little bit, see where I'm at there. I gotta remember about that post flow. That thing is hot, boy. That's incredible. I don't know that I've felt the heat like that when I'm big welding. Like, I can feel the heat, but it doesn't seem to be that severe. That thing is hot. And I probably shouldn't rub this brush on there because I've already cleaned the aluminum. However, I'm going to. Golly! That thing is warm, boy. Okay, so that's not gonna... Okay. So, there's a lot of blackening in it. I'll check that out and see what that is about. Maybe not enough gas. I've got a number 6 cup, so I've got it on like 15, 18. So we'll see about that. Okay, thought y'all got shut off there for a second. My little red dot disappeared. So, let me show you guys what we just did. PCP, Potter County Patina, dog. That's what's up. So, you see my little beads there? No filler, no nothing. Now, I am going to set this down. I'm going to make a couple runs with some filler. I don't know. Never done it. Let's find out. This is tricky. This is going to be two-sided on your brain. The hose is heavy. Like when they say throw it over your shoulder to get the weight off of it, they're not kidding. It gets pretty heavy. About 30 degrees or so. Trying to get my hand comfortable. Let me get this a little. It's going pretty good, guys. Give me a second and I'll show you. This is fun as hell. Cool. Hell yeah. Jeez. Okay. So I can definitely tell my speed control. The first one I went pretty slow, and it looks like a completely different weld. It's on top nice, and it looks nice. The last one, the one that I just did, I started speeding up there towards the end. This is so hot that it's trying to stick to the cast iron table. Well, not cast iron, the metal table. Let me show you what I'm working with, guys. Let me make sure y'all are still on. Okay. Can y'all see this? So this one here, this is the first one, okay? Like a little roll of dimes, not too bad, and the coloring is right. That, I forgot what they call that, little white scale. It's like a topical layer once you get through that crust. Second one, a little fast, and this is all at full pedal. This is just speed, okay? The last one, I started speeding up way fast. You see how I lost the weld on top and then started pulling up and got real wide? And then as I was ending on those last two, I pulled the torch up just a scotch, and I should have dipped. I quit dipping my filler rod in there. So that's it. First time I've ever MIG welded or TIG welded, guys. I don't know that that's too bad, you know? So I'm gonna clean one of the edges on this other piece. I don't know if I did already. I think I did. I think I cleaned all the edges. Let's see here. Yes, so this is clean. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to weld a joint. Why not? And then I will, oh, let me clean the top of this. Let me shut you guys off for just a second, okay? All right, guys, so I've got that bottom clean. What I'm going to try to do is I'm going to flip this around. You guys can't see the angle I'm going to hit. I'm going to hit it from this side and this side. That way I have two places I can weld. And then I'm going to try to hit the tops, the sides, that sort of thing. Maybe try to plug a hole or two, that sort of thing. So, bear with me for just a second, guys. That line is heavy. You have got to keep the weight off of that. It pulls down on it pretty hard. Okay, so far I'm just blowing it out. And not like I want to, like I'm blowing out the metal. See how I just changed that position? Okay, still can't get it to. Tungsten still looks good. Haven't got it to stick yet. I've got me a little booger on there and a little booger on here, so maybe it's just having that one eye, you know. I certainly didn't figure out have any trouble sticking two pieces of metal together. I'll tell you that, or two pieces of aluminum. So that's cool. Just stick. Well, I can't get it to stick. Woo, it gets hot fast too, boy. Okay. Try number 7. Still haven't got it to stick. Okay. I've got it boogered up pretty good too. So, challenge accepted. And what it is, this is melting way faster than this. So, I'm gonna come up on the 1/4 inch stuff and see if I can pull it up to the 1/8. I'd have to preheat it first. So let me try that. You can't even hold that. Is entirely hot. Okay. So I don't know. This may have stopped recording. Okay, so I'm going to go figure a few things out, probably watch some more videos, but here's what happened to that little piece. It just kept blowing through, okay? So I'm gonna go check that out because I would like to be able to fuse two pieces of aluminum together. That's the whole point of it. So it's it and that's that. Just those few things. This aluminum is extremely hot, okay? Let me show you where I was trying at on here because it's left a few little deals. And I can see on my welding table where I got hot right here and it arced onto the table. So just another view of that. Not too shabby with the filler rod. Like you can kind of see it. I'm going to take that as a first try. Great success. So I'm going to watch a few videos. I'll get back with you guys, but that's it. Anybody can do this. You can do this. Let's just learn, okay? Let's learn, encourage each other, and be badass. So, it's it, and that's that. All right, guys. I didn't watch any videos. I went inside and took a nap. But I did think of something. If I'm blowing through the thin stuff and I have it set up for 1/4 inch, then there's a pretty good reason why I'm blowing through the thin stuff. So, I changed a few settings. Excuse me. I'm gonna run some little beads on the little stuff. Get used to it, warm it up a little bit. And I have no propane. I'm out of propane and it's cold out here. So that's gonna be an issue. So this put on, for 1/8 inch, it put it on 125 amps, okay? And also, I had it on lift start instead of high frequency start. So, that might be something. So I am going to kind of get this set up here and give it a whirl again. Let me get my tungsten out a little bit. I seem to have burned out a little of it. And it is a little balled up on the end, but I think that's going to be just fine. I've got my gas on. Let me make a few passes. That's a completely different experience, guys. Having that high frequency start, holy shit, oh wow, that's nice. Now, before I show you that, let me put the high frequency start and let me make a few welds on this. And we'll see the difference of having the lift start and the high frequency running, okay? Okay, I didn't think of this. I've got it on a different setting. I don't have enough amps on this. It's not even welding up and making a pull. Okay? Not a big problem. But let's go back to our thin stuff because this is gorgeous. Okay? So remember when we had on a 1/4 inch, we was on 180 amps. We're on 125 now. It didn't even try to puddle that up. It's this one right here, big white frosty thing, okay? So that'd have been way too cold. So it's going pretty deep, guys. Like it's nearly, I can feel it on the back and it's deep. So I'm going to run a bead on this one, okay? Man, that's incredible, guys. This is incredible. I need to get my timing. I think I may need to go a little faster speed-wise, okay? the side of it. I gotta go a little faster with it, guys. It is such a difference welding this. Now, here in a little bit, I'm gonna flip it over and do some mild steel. It is so much cleaner, easier to see. Like, this is such a different experience welding than MIG welding. This is so much nicer. Now, it's welding completely different, and I went fast on that pass. I would be willing to bet you I've got to let this cool down just a little bit. I bet this coupon is hot. Damn right it's hot. Yeah, it's building pockets on the back, okay? So, while that's cooling, I'm not going to show you guys that just yet. I'm going to jump back on this big piece. Let me reset my settings on this back to 1/4 inch, and I want to try the high frequency on this, okay? So still the same tungsten. It's got a little point on it. It's not balled up, but you can see a little bit of burn on it, I guess I'm gonna say. So, I mean, that's not a bad thing, but... And I got the tip sticking out just a little on it now, too, if you guys remember. Okay? I can't see my red light. I hope you guys are on. Hey, GoPro. GoPro. Oh, no. Probably not. Let me check. Alright, yeah, you guys are still in there. Alright. I don't know why that thing turns off. I need to leave it to where it just stays on. There's a setting in there for that. Okay, so I'm back to 180 amps, 1/4 inch. This is going to be high frequency start, okay? Okay, I already did something wrong. I got a big bugger on the tip of this. I think I touched it before it was ready. So I'm going to flip it around. I think it is by tungsten. I can see the spark getting real, or the arc getting real erratic now, okay? Which makes it hard to control. I do got a grinder. I bought one when I bought all the other shit, but hold on a minute. Let me get to this right quick. High frequency definitely, I can't explain what it's doing different. It makes it a little, seems like a little narrower, a lot less of the black charring stuff, I guess. I don't know. But I know one thing, you go through filler pretty fast. Like, it doesn't, you can go through a bunch of these in no time. Give me just a second. Let me finish up this little piece and then I'm gonna change it around and we're gonna do some mild still, okay? Yeah, I need to change out my tungsten. And then throw your gun on the ground. So, still hot. I'm such a dumbass. That was hot. Alright, give me just a second here. So, these right here, okay, we're looking at this. These right here where the high frequency starts, okay? First one, second one, okay? When I said I blew through the side on that one, that's what I did. Now, these are with filler rod. This was the first one, second one, third one, fourth one, okay? Can you guys see that? I'm gonna move it around in little directions. That's not, I've never TIG welded, guys, but that's not bad. Now, look at the back of these. This is sticking up. See that? See how they're all sticking up? So I'd be willing to bet you we could have turned that down just a scotch, but without filler rod, with filler rod on the backs, okay? Big difference. So if this wasn't sitting on a table, I probably would have puddled that up and blew through it. Not bad there. These two are nice. That one I was going way too slow and then way too slow. The tungsten started getting a little shitty there. And that's probably where I did it, right there when I touched it. But first two with filler rod look pretty snazzy. See that? Okay. Now on the thicker stuff, this is where I definitely touched it. You can see where, like, touched it, the tungsten to the filler rod. Same thing there and there. Now, these are the high, wait. No, this one is a high frequency weld, and this one was the high frequency weld. Can you guys still see it here? See those? That's not too shabby, like if you're looking at it, okay? And of course this is just on flat plate, so it's not amazing. I get it. But we all gotta start somewhere, kids. I'm going to flip this around and get some mild steel ready. Okay guys, I think I've got this set up to do mild steel. So I've got it on DC. I've got the rapid set done. That's where it kind of programs everything. You put your thickness of the material, your tungsten being used. It's at 150 amps. Let me see. So it should be on pedal. Got it on 3/16 inch. And on the pedal. Okay. Let's see what she's gonna do. Y'all ready? Sure did. Left a little bitty bill there. What damn, stuck my tungsten right on it. Oh shit, dude, this is so cool. So cool. Oh, guys. The thing about this is so much cleaner than MIG welding. Like, there's not a bunch of shit blowing everywhere. I can see everything. I can see exactly what's going on. Like, and you can somewhat with MIG welding, but it seems like there's all that splatter is kind of, I don't know. This is crazy. This is nuts. This is cool. So I'm gonna continue on. It's different getting used to this. tried to I still haven't figured out how to tack anything together. And I don't think I just did there either. No. I don't even think I tacked it together there. Okay, maybe I did. Horribly tacked one end together. There we go. Tacked it together that time. I seen it. I seen it, I tell you. Okay, so it acts completely different than aluminum does. So that's kind of cool. Guys, we're going to give it a rip. See if I can make a bead on some mild steel. Well, that's not what I intended to do. Pretty cool trick, though. Okay, so I'm not even... Let me show you what I just did. Okay, I'll show you later because that's hotter than shit. So I'm not even in the gap. I'm above it. So... Okay, don't let your tungsten touch your electrode. It'll go through your elbow and your knee. Okay, I think my tungsten is too short. Because I can see it shooting out a great big long arc. Alright, so tungsten sticking out. Let me try it this way. Guys, if you think this would be any different for you, certainly say something. If you see me doing something, leave a comment, guys. I've never done this before. But Mama didn't raise no punk. Okay, that's better. I can see it now. Oh, that's all I had to do. Once you're getting a little move, it's good. Not great at all. And I mean, not even kind of. But I bet okay, we're going to try this inside corner, okay? That's how we figure it out, guys. I damn sure ain't walking the cup, I'll tell you that. Now, a couple little spots I was a long way from the weld pool. Okay, I see exactly what I just did. It felt like this too. I'm not getting any penetration into the steel. It's just like BB sitting on top. Okay? Let me go through it again and see if this is like welding MIG, where you can come back and kind of burn it in, okay? I'm not using any filler. I'm using the little BBs that I had there before. And it didn't do nothing but heat up the metal. It does look like the BB's stuck now though. Okay, once I got a little moving, that is red hot. You can still see it on the back. Look at that. Didn't blow through. That's incredible. All right, I'm gonna let that cool down and I'm gonna show you the aluminum. I think I may have already have. So this is hot, but that's fine. Okay, so this is MIG, okay, or TIG, but with mild steel. All right, so it's gonna be hard to see. Let me get better light over here. Let me get y'all over here where we can see stuff. All right, so that was our pass with no filler wire, okay? Then I was like, hey, let's jump into it. That's the first one, second one, third one, fourth, and fit. Now, this is where I jumped on the outside and started. So this is where I said, hey, once you get going, it gets going, okay? Not great. Not horrible, but not great. This isn't going to do anything, okay? Then we came to the inside, so I had a bunch of BBs out here. And I just melted them down and just stuck some more wire on it. So, if we're talking about what it does, what it can do, aluminum seems to be a little easier. This is going to take a lot of practice, which I'm down for. It's so much cleaner to weld, and it seems so much, not easier, just is so much cleaner. And it seems to be a little funner. It's not like shit's blowing out everywhere on you. So that's that. I'm probably just going to go ahead and put this out there now for you guys. I'll watch some videos and practice up, and I'll kind of keep you guys in the rotation of what we've got going on. This is so much fun. This is a new machine with a 3-year warranty. Never done this before. You just seen the aluminum stuff. Just did some mild steel. I mean, I don't know. Is that good for a first time, first day, first machine, new setup? And this is all in the presets. I'm going to stay in there until I figure out what I'm doing, if I need a little more and a little less. Like on my MIG welder, I can control it. I've used that thing for several years. And like I said, I'm no welder. There's welders out there that can do what I do with their one eye closed and be twice as good as what I do with my one eye open. So we're just going to put that out there. However, us garage guys, us garage fabbers or garage builders or however you want to say it, we all go through this. There's a learning curve. It's new equipment. And a welder's a welder. It's not like a router or a bandsaw or something like that where you just feed it the beans and do what you need to do and you're good to go. It does it for you. No, this is different. You've got two hands working with a foot pedal. You're feeding it amperage. You're fusing two pieces of steel or aluminum together, whatever you're doing. You can do titanium, stainless with this, all sorts of shit. This thing is set up. This is a bad machine for what you pay for it. So anyway, I'm going to leave it there. Guys, I appreciate y'all hanging out. I'm stoked about getting this. I've been wanting one for a while. And with Marcus's floors and all the little stuff that I want to start doing, and just evolving a skill set that is good. Let's just say I'd like to be good at it. And evolving that skill set, the knowledge behind it, the hours behind it, that's where you start creating a developmental muscle memory where you hear the sounds, that sort of thing. That's when you start getting to where you're, let's just put it out there, that's when you're a badass. And I'd like to be a badass at it. So until next time, guys, peace, cheers. Just a little banger. Wanted to fill you guys in. I'm stoked about it. I'd like to hear some encouragement from you guys. Y'all let me know how your first, TIG or MIG. I still come with a stick welder. I'm going to try that too, guys. This is all stuff I've never done. And like I said earlier, Mama didn't raise no punk. So that's where we're at. Anyhow, guys, peace, cheers. Till next time, guys. Take care of yourselves.